On today's IRS Tax Refund update, we will take a look at the latest developments this tax season, starting with the latest batches of tax refunds scheduled for release, and from there, we will take a look at some of the top issues impacting tax filers still waiting on their tax refunds, including encountering the 570 and 971 codes on their tax transcripts, as well as the action required message when checking the status of their tax refunds, and what that may mean for you and several of the top notices being sent out by the IRS this tax season. Now, starting off with the latest, as the next rounds of tax refunds are scheduled for release on March 19th and 21st, as confirmed by the refund status results and tax transcripts seen here. And if you are part of these latest refund batches and have chosen to receive that refund via direct deposit, you should see that refund post to your bank account by that refund date, and in some cases possibly before, depending on your bank. But do allow 5 additional days after the refund date for it to post to your bank account before initiating a payment trace with the IRS. Meanwhile, those who are receiving paper checks should receive it in the mail within 7 to 10 days of that refund date. We are also hearing from a growing number of viewers who are encountering the 570 and 971 codes on their tax transcripts. As seen here, now this could be due to a variety of reasons, and it is important to note if you see these codes with the same dates listed next to them on your tax transcript that the IRS has resolved any issue they encountered during tax processing, and your refund will be cleared for release. Meanwhile, if these codes have 2 separate dates, it means there still is an issue with your tax return and action is still required. Now, the top causes of this situation include the need to submit documentation for a dependent. If one of several credits like EITC is being claimed, it could also be due to the need to complete ID verification or the need to submit wage and tax withholding documentation like a W-2 or a 1099 form. Moving on to other issues impacting tax filers waiting on their tax refunds, including encountering the yellow action required message when checking their refund results online. And there are 2 top reasons why this is happening. Starting out with, the IRS has identified a possible issue with your tax return, which will result in them mailing you a letter requesting further information. And the likely cause of this is the IRS computer system has identified an issue with the wage or withholding amounts you filed on your tax returns and needs documentation from you to support what you entered on your tax return, such as a W-2 or 1099, along with copies of pay stubs. Now, while in past years, tax filers had no other choice but to mail those documents to the IRS, in recent years, they are allowing those forms to be uploaded online, which will reduce the wait and processing time. Recapping some of the top notices that will be sent out by the IRS this tax season, including IRS Letter 2644C, also known as the 30-day notice, which is sent by the IRS to impacted tax filers that the processing of their tax return is taking additional time. And a major reason for this letter being sent out is the IRS still needs to review the tax information provided by the tax filers, employer-specifically wage information, so they can match what your employer reported and compare it to your return for accuracy. And it is not uncommon to receive several of these letters while waiting for your return to be processed and refund issued. Another letter is from the CP05 series of notices, which is when the IRS is requesting additional documentation from you, specifically wage documents such as pay stubs or tax forms, confirming what you entered on your tax return is correct before processing can continue, as well as the CP75 letter, which is sent to those claiming certain tax credits like the Earned Income Tax Credit, asking the tax filer to provide specific documentation as it relates to their dependents, such as a birth certificate and/or proof of residency. Now, as more tax refunds are being released weekly, come reports of viewers who accidentally put the wrong bank account information on their tax returns when selecting to receive that refund via direct deposit. And if you're impacted by this, do note, once your return has been accepted, you cannot go back and change your banking information and must wait for the IRS to send that direct deposit out. And from there, the bank in question will return that refund as rejected back to the IRS, where it will appear under the 841 code on your tax transcript, after which time the IRS will mail you out a paper check to the address on file within 4 to 6 weeks of receiving that refund back. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.